What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we are going to be going over none other than our famous Tuesday meta. So we're going to take a look at 3 Japanese decks that are topping over in Japan, and that means we're going to take them, break them down a little bit, look at them, see what they're doing. So guys, if you like Japanese Tuesday, hit that like button, hit subscribe to know when I'm going to post my next video. I upload daily. So hopefully you guys enjoy that daily content. Let's bust this open and let's get to 3,000 subscribers, shall we? So without further ado, let's dive into the video and talk about it. So first off, let's talk about none other than Aegisdramon. This card is what Gamamon's final evolution is going to be, but it's really interesting to see that this belongs in blue this time around. What is really nasty about it is you may play one blue level 3 Digimon or a Digimon with Aegisdramon in its name, or Aqua Sea Animal in its traits from your Digi-Evolution cards of one of your blue Digimon without paying its play cost. Really useful, really powerful, and really can be manipulative, especially because of the opponent's turn. When your opponent's Digimon plays a Digimon, you may activate this Digimon's when Digivolving effect once per turn. So that could mean we get a blocker out, we could get a bouncer out, we could get something that they don't want us to have out. So it's something to look forwards to. So the reason why I'm saying this is there's just really powerful combinations here. First off, let's talk about it. The Beelzemon is if your opponent has 2 or more Digimon, draw a card when attacking. Most likely in BT10 EX-3. This is very common, so gaining that extra draw is very useful. And then we have Monomon, because this little monkey here is going to be giving us blocker. So if we pull it out, it's going to come out with blocker, and that really does help out. And then we have Blalukomon. So this card, security at the end of the battle, draw 2, then add this card to your hand for a solid +3. And being able to Digivolve with it next turn. So that's really nasty and surprisingly a very powerful strategy. Dracamon's in here to search our Drawmon. So Aegisdramon is really what we want, and then we have the Aegisdramon line that can be searched that way. So it really does help out there, and it's very powerful. And then we do have Dracomon here, so Digivolving on top of our Bebedo, so that dragon over there. But reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 blue or green card with Drawmon in its name and 1 Examon in among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. We don't care about that. It's what we care about here. All turns when one of your Digimon with Drawmon or Examon in its name becomes suspended, this Digimon gets plus 1,000 DP. So, it gives us a little Drawmon, Aegisdramon, our Metal Aegisdramon, stuff like that, a little more oomph behind them. And that can really help us clear some security that way. But also, that revealing for the Drawmon does help out. Another filter card. We have Aegisdramon here for the 3 cost, so we can hard play him and then climb up that way. And then we have Beelzemon, because it's a sea animal, it can be played from the sources as well. So another climber. Eldoradamon. So this card is a lobster. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to screw up its name. And on play, one of your blue Digimon gains blocker until the end of opponent's next turn. If this Digimon was played from Digi-Evolution cards, unsuspend that Digimon. So, what's really nice is we have a big boss Digimon that we pulled out the turn before. We can, and this card is in source. If they play something, instantly pull this out. Now that big Digimon is giving us more momentum and more value. So, just something to look forwards to. And then Divermon, basically another aquatic beast. Basically can be played from stack, but it can climb up faster. We're trying to turbo climb. And then we have Mega Aegisdramon. So when attacking, you may play 1 blue level 3 Digimon card from one of your blue Digimon Digi-Evolution cards without paying its memory cost. Really solid. And then when attacking, you may play 1 blue level 3 Digimon card from one of your blue Digimon's Digi-Evolution cards without paying its play cost. So, another when attacking and getting some level 3s out of the deal for free. And then Metal Aegisdramon is coming back with vengeance, actually, this format. So the reason for this is because of Crossheart and any other deck, because on play, return 2 of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to their hand. Trash all Digi-Evolution cards of those. So, Crossheart, they're going to hard play 1. Instantly, Aegisdramon pulls out Metal Aegisdramon, bounce it back to the hand. Now they have to recast it. This helps against even with the D-brigade matchup, because if they hard play any of the d-brigade through their effects, instantly bounce it out of here. So stuff like that really is going to put in some thought process here. And then this Digimon cannot be blocked by your opponent's Digimon without no Digievolution cards. And then we have Beelzemon. So when Digivolving, you may play one blue level Digimon card or a level 4 Digimon card with Aquatic, Sea Animal, or Aqua Beast in one of its Digimon traits from one of your blue Digievolution cards without paying its play cost. Then you may place one blue Digimon card from your hand under this Digimon as a bottom Digievolution card. So let's say you needed another Metal Aegisdramon. You wanted to put that underneath, get it piped and ready to fire out when your opponent plays something. This is what's going to help you. And then all turns, when it is an inheritable, when you play a Digimon from a Digievolution card, return one of your opponent's Digimon who with a level equal to the played Digimon's level to the bottom of their owner's deck. So what's going to happen here is, let's say they're going to go Crossheart 2. Well, they're going to play Shoutmon ×4 down, and then you just take out Metal Aegisdramon that you put underneath with Plezio skill with Aegisdramon. Instantaneously, you're now bouncing that card to the bottom of the deck, and all that sources fall off. So that's how that's going to pan out, and that's going to cost them games. This is going to be a walking booby trap, and it's really awesome. We have some interaction in this game now. This is going to be hopefully future game design that I'm liking. Not many decks can have this kind of interaction, so it's pretty cool. Then we have Plasma Aegisdramon Launcher. So this card is just basically a Cocytus Breast in security, but also can get rid of 6 or highers, get rid of those X-Mons and stuff like that. Davis is just searching out pieces, and I think this deck will evolve over time. Give it some more support. I think this is promising and the right steps in the right direction. Now let's talk about none other than Blue Flare. This is Christopher Lowe's deck from, Digimon Fusion or Cross Wars. So what are we going to be looking at here? We get Upamon here for the draw if your opponent doesn't have any sources, which Soaring Joe will guarantee that unless they have an X antibody. Gossamon is basically, on deletion, you may play a level 4 with Blue Flare in its traits from your hand without suspended without paying its memory cost. Really useful. Blauluco is just basically drawing you 2 and adds to yourself to get you some sources there. Greymon's another searcher on play, but also on deletion save, so it gets to hide underneath one of your tamers. And then if this Digimon has Blue Flare in its trait, your opponent has 2 or more Digimon in play, unsuspend this Digimon. So it gives you multi-attacking there. Aegisdramon's on play, draw a card. Then for each of your opponent's Digimon, draw another card. That's really nasty, punishing wide boards. And then on deletion, save, basically hide it underneath the tamer. And then while your opponent has 2 or more Digimon in play, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. Male Beelzemon, basically another on play. If you have a Christopher, you may return 1 Metal Greymon from your trash to your hand. If you don't have Christopher in play, you may play 1. So this guarantees you get a Christopher out, or it's going to return that Metal Greymon you might have lost. So on deletion, save, and then while this Digimon has Blue Flare in its trait, your opponent has 2 or more Digimon in play. One of your opponent's Digimon cannot attack or block until the end of next turn. This is not source restricted, by the way, stunning. So that's really nasty. Kumamon, basically Digivolve hybrid on top of game. This Greymon's for the extra security pressure. It's surprising that they are playing this, but it's really awesome to see. Metal Greymon is material save 2. So basically, when this Digimon would be destroyed, you may place 2 of this Digimon's Digievolution sources that are this Digimon cross requirements to the bottom of one of your tamers. So basically, if you lose out on Metal Greymon, your Greymon and Male Beelzemon can instantly go into a tamer, so you can hard play this Metal Greymon again. So cross 2. So this will be reduced for 4 if you hard play this, so it becomes a 3 cost. So when you would play this Digimon, you may place 1 of each of the listed cards from your hand or battle area's bottom Digievolution cards. Reduce the play cost by 2 for each card place. So, really does help out. And then we have Decker Greymon, Armor Purge. So on play, when Digivolving, you may place 1 Digimon card with Blue Flare in its traits from your hand or from under your tamer to the bottom of this Digievolution cards. Then if this Digimon has Aegisdramon in its Digievolution cards, one of your opponent's Digimon cannot attack or block until the end of the next turn. So basically makes it so that you can Digivolve onto Metal Greymon itself for 2. and then get the Decker in. And no matter how it pans out, you'll get it what you need. So it'll put cards there you need. Let's say Metal Greymon here with Aegisdramon. That's going to cost you a little bit to get it out, but then you can get like Male Birdramon set up underneath it just to get ready. So it's just things like that really does help out. And it has Armor Purge, which is even nastier. Or you can even get that Greymon underneath that you might need. If I remember correctly, does it say blue? One Digimon, place one. Nope, cannot play that Greymon. Sorry. It has to be one of these. So, my bad. Metal Garurumon X Antibody. This card is just for your top end. It's just a solid blocker, and then because we have X Antibody, we can bounce things off the field. So it becomes unsuspended. Return all your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level to their owner's hand. Really does help out. Blaze Memory Boost, basically just to help dig your deck. Ice Wall to shut down. Sororia is EX-3's newest card. Trash the top 4 Digi-Evolution cards of one of your opponent's Digimon. All your opponent's Digimon with no Digi-Evolution cards cannot attack until the opponent's next turn. So, a really nasty effect, boys and girls. That's just ridiculous. And it gets around X Antibody because it doesn't start at the bottom to climb up. It starts at the top to go down. So, it basically guarantees you're going to be removing every source but X Antibody. So, X Antibody, you know the drill here, just to get this off. Christopher is your memory setter, and then when you would play a Digimon with cross-heart requirements, by suspending the tamer, you may also place cards from under your tamers as Digi-Evolution cards when you cross-heart. And then Sora and Joe, basically, are extenders, source removal, stripper, everything. And that's just going to give us a bunch of memory. And then the piece de resistance is our Beelzemon deck here. This list took a first place as well. So we kind of know what the most of the Impmons do. If you do not know by then now, you're kind of in the dark, and I feel like this isn't the deck for you. But we got Impmon that'll get us Beelzemon back. We'll have Impmon that'll mill us. This one is a chain miller, that if he's milled from deck, he'll mill stuff. And then if he's hard play, he gets to search for an Ayamako and a Beelzemon. So that's going to help us out go tenfold. And he's our only booster power in attack. So that's the way we're going to have to play around that. Loemon is basically Digivolve on top of our Ayamako or Alice for game. Dobermon is basically when you would play this card from hand, reduce the play cost by 2. Becomes if Alice is in play. Really reduced cost really does help out. But on deletion, trash 3 cards from the top of your deck and then play 1 purple Digimon card or 1 purple Terrier from your trash to your hand. Add it to your hand, boys and girls. Really powerful, being able to mill and then chain off reaction, all this stuff. Wizardmon gains as an extra memory when trash, but also you may reveal 1 purple card from your hand, place it at the top of your deck. So this could set up that Beelzemon that's just sitting there, or get us, you know, other pieces going. Balamon, Balamon. This card, sorry, I don't have this name 100% down. Sorry. When attacking, you may trash 3 cards trash up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. Very interesting control method. And then on deletion, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, you may play 1 Beelzemon from your trash without paying its memory cost. I like that. It's a guaranteed way of getting Beelzemon out. And it has consistency. Loose him on Chaos Mode, the longer the game goes, the cheaper he comes, and he gets to pop Tamers or Digimon. So that maybe that Christopher Lowe or Mikey that is just hiding the Digimon underneath it, loose him on. Pop it, get out of here. We don't like you. That's how that's going to go. Beelzemon from BT10. On play, when Digivolving, you may trash 3 cards from the top of your deck. Then for every 10 cards in trash, you may delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. This helps in the wide board situation. And then end of attack, gain 1 memory for every 10 cards in your trash. This helps out combo really nicely with Blast Mode, because we're going to pay for the 3 Ayamako. That could bring it all the way back to our turn. And that could win us the game because now we have more time to play. And then Beelzemon is basically to warp on top of our Impmons, and it gets to pop a level 4, not bad. Beelzemon here is just trashing and then going to town on your opponent by removing things off their board. You don't have to mill for his pop effect. Mill only if you see necessary. Blast Mode, delete all your opponent's Digimon with the highest level. And then when this Digimon is trashed from deck, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon, and for every 10 cards in trash, Digimon gains security +1. Death the Cannon. So this card is basically delete one of your opponent's level 6 or lower. If you have 10 or more cards, add a maximum level to that by 1. So that means level 7s go bye-bye for an 8 cost. Not bad. And then when this card is trashed from your deck, return this card to your hand. Really awesome because now it's in your hand, and then you can go boom, boom, bye. And then Jack Raid, gain 1 memory for every 10 cards. Extending plays, we need Calling from Darkness, being able to pop one of our Digimon and then get combo pieces back, especially with like Beelzemon. We pop him and then boom, instantly get the Beelzemon out and set up so your opponent has to answer it. Miss Memory Boost to mill us 2 and draw us a card. And then delay. Death Stinger, you know the drill here. Just pop something if it's played. Level for every 10 cards goes up in level. Very easily can get to popping 6s very easy. And then when this trash, you gain a memory. Purple Mem Boost, probably not mill yourself out pretty quickly. It's just another option. I kind of see where this deck is once you got everything set up. You don't want to keep milling. Darkness Wave, another milling option. Then if you have a yellow, it's only just because 1 costs mill. Chain Reactions. Alice is when one of your Digimon would Digivolve from a level 5 or 6. You may delete one of your Digimon to reduce that Digievolution cost by 3. So that could help out because why not? Milling, most of our Impmons and stuff like that will mill, or Dobermon might help us out here. So, I mean, what's the harm can happen here? We're just going to gain some value. Or if we can already climb into a Beelzemon by this, we have another Beelzemon out, we pop it, we get another Beelzemon, really awesome. And then Ayamako is the reason why we can go into blast mode for a 3 cost. So all in all, great decks I see, and it's EX-3 is very much shaping up to a format that I hope will be for a good while. Really good. So guys, remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!